as you all start to make your way to the amphitheater, and when you arrive, there is a Goliath roped up on a stick, waiting for you to shoot him.
Well, you see, my good sir, although my weapon is a great weapon of war, I personally will only ever use it in self-defense. And unfortunately, this tied-up Goliath is not...
Goliath. That's his name.
I will see that.
Well, why do you care so much about a Goliath?
I just simply don't want to shoot somebody who's unarmed and tied up.
That's not a slave, that's just a lowly slave.
Well, I don't care.
Why do you care about a lowly slave?
Come here, let me talk to you real quick in private. You said he was a slave, right? You know how much money you can make off of a slave? And you're just having him tied up here and being
a slave has disobeyed us multiple times, 20 to be exact. He's run out of all of his chances to make us money. He's going to get executed today either way. And if you want to earn our favor, you will shoot him.
Now, I guess you're not interested in my weapon.
Oh, we are.
If you are,
said we're going to let you go.
Are you threatening me, good sir? Because I have other weapons that you have not seen yet, and they are much worse.
I got quite a few good reasons. As he snaps as 20 orc guards just walk out towards you guys.
Are you sure you want to increase your body count from 5 to 20? 5?
Well, it shouldn't be too difficult. They're getting paid for this work.
Now the question is, are you paid to die here on this hill?
Oh, I won't die. I know
How
that
close
for a fact.
is Thunk to the captured Goliath?
Thunk is actually...
I would like to also ask.
So, the captured Goliath is in the middle of the amphitheater. You all are currently at this point of the amphitheater.
Gnome's bad.
Gnome's bad. Oh yeah. Okay. So I want to cast Unseen Servant to cut that Goliath free and just see if he wreaks havoc.
At the moment, Seth just needs to do one more persuasion check. Also, 2 billion platinum is a lot, my friend.
I know it is. I was going at... Because, do you
actually want to, get land and, make stuff right now?
No, I'm distracting. But the reason why I said 2 billion is because I specifically wanted to get him slightly turned off against it and have him try and barter down to keep his attention on me.
Well, 2 billion's a lot, even for us.
Now then, how about...
We're offering you a steady, solid job that will give you constant pay.
Now, here's the deal I got in mind. Here's what I'm thinking.
We are willing to buy every patent you make. If you make a new invention, we're willing to buy it, as well as your normal pay.
See, here's the thing. I don't want to sell a patent. I want to keep the patent. I'll sell you the finished product, and you also give me a percentage of every sale you make after that. And then I will have, specifically with you, you will be the only ones I sell to. So think about it that way. Because if I sell you the patent, then I don't have a constant income. You may say you'll hire me, but you can fire me on the spot. I don't have guarantees, but if I hold the patent myself, and you pay me a percentage of every sale, as well as buying the product.
You don't keep talking.
Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. But how would we benefit if you sell it to us full price, and we sell it full price, and give you a percentage off that?
Because you're the only ones who have it. If you're the only ones who have it, who's to say what the price should be? You do not have any competition against you. Glass Corp will be expanding.
He kind of looks at the other gnomes. I'm willing to do this. Would you mind signing a contract?
Personally, I'm not a huge fan of contracts.
Then how can we be sure that you won't sell to anyone else?
How can I be sure that you're not forcing me into something that I don't want to do? How about you pull up a classic paper contract? I'm going to read through it.
That's what I was going to do.
Oh, no magic. No magic, of course.
Well, there's magic, obviously, so that the contract is binding, but only after you sign, you would still be able to read through it all.
Okay, let me read through it all first.
Alright, please come back with me. Everyone, you're free to do whatever. I'm going to, talk to this half-elf for a bit, as he starts to take
Do you
you...
mind if I bring a few guards with us? Specifically, because I want to also get their input. This is the Mark III, and I've been working on a little something to upgrade it as well. And having some...
Roll persuasion, because this sounds fishy.
Mark III, I want some... Because I need to simplify this. I don't mean to sound rude, but I know soldiers. They have a tendency to break things, so it'd be nice to have some soldiers in with us to truly take a look at it.
You know, we'll just get input from all the soldiers here, as he snaps his hand and all the soldiers start going with him. As Thonk and Froz are left there while Prower and the gnomes kind of go off. So Thonk and Froz, what are you guys... So, currently...
Do you mean to say it's just us and the Goliath now?
Yes, it's just you guys and the Goliath, because Prower has convinced all the guards to come with him, as well as all the gnomes to come with him.
Okay.
So I say to the Goliath, I say, what is your name?
He does not say anything. He just looks at the ground, broken.
Why are you here?
Same thing. You do notice that there are a lot of whip marks on him. He has been very much beaten constantly.
Okay.
Thonk says, well, I hope you're not a bad man. And he takes out his axe and he cuts the bindings.
As the bindings release, the Goliath kind of rubs his hands together, simply says, "Thank you," as he proceeds to what appears to be climbing the stone wall itself and leaving the castle. If you break this is soul binding.
Now, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Where do you want these delivered? Do you want them delivered in town, or are you going to send somebody to pick it up?
I'll send someone to pick it up.
Make sure they're trustworthy.
Oh, don't worry, the Postman's Guild is very trustworthy. Because they will find you. You don't have a choice.
Alright.
You don't have a choice. What if the Postman's Guild is doing it? Then we can travel while making them.
He just signed his notebook in real life.
There we go. Travel. We have a signed contract.
As the contract begins to glow, as it levitates into the air and bursts into a puff of flames.
Darn it, I wanted the copy for my own file keeping.
As Prower feels pain on the back of his back. As the contract begins to sear into his flesh.
Good news is, this will only last for 5 years.
Sorry, you're no Morlock now. You
That was
worship
part of the
Morlock.
contract.
Yes.
Top line,
Yes.
5 years.
Because they know not to make it forever.
Yes.
Because that's bad for them as well.
Alright.
Okay. As Prower walks out, very much in pain, because, something was just burned into his flesh.
Do they give me a copy of the contract? So
That is your copy of the contract.
Gosh darn it, you know how much of a pain but it's going to be read from there. I'll have to get somebody to
Yeah, I hope you can read backwards, because you're going to have to look at that in a mirror.
I don't want to turn my head that far. I'll just hire somebody to...
No matter how he looks at it, any way he tries to, he can see the full contract. In full, like, he can understand the full contract.
Okay.
And I would reckon that someone had a watch. It'd be about 3 a.m. when there's a noise in the alley behind the tavern that awakens all 3 of you.
In the tavern? I mean, is everything... Do I still have everything?
You still have all your stuff.
Is the window broken?
We haven't been robbed.
The window is not broken.
Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like my
Can
problem.
we peek out the window and see what it was?
It's finally a fight, and he screeches a war cry and runs out into the street with his weapon drawn.
So before you fully run out, Thonk, by the way, you hear him screaming and running out. Froz,
It's my problem.
when you look out the window, you see 3 hooded figures looking into... by the way, you're on the 2nd floor, but they appear to be looking into the room of each of your rooms. And when Thonk begins to move, like screaming his war cry and running outside, his hooded figure seems to move into the shadows as an item is left behind.
Well, let's see. Oh yeah, we're on the 2nd floor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll open up my window, and I'll have my firebolt ready.
As the hooded figure, your hooded figure, sneaks into the shadows as an item lays where he was.
Can I make some sort of perception check or something like that to see if there's anything about this dude that I can figure out or whatever?
Certainly, you would have to roll nat 20.
Okay. Which skill would that be? Would that be perception?
Perception or investigation.
I'm gonna do perception because I got a +3.
You can, because
Dang it.
I can.
Froz's thing is still out there. It's funny, because you need a nat 20.
Investigation.
It doesn't matter if you
No.
have like +3.
21.
Rolled 12.
You did nat
Oh,
20.
nat 20. Never mind. I did.
Thonk, would you like to roll?
I think. Yes.
Did I
Thonk's in the street now, isn't he?
Yeah, aren't I in the street?
Yeah. But Froz's hooded figure is still outside the window.
I'm still screeching my war cry,
The
running
hood-
at the shadows.
The hooded figure does not flinch, as it appears to be waiting for Froz.
You could try communication.
As Power looks out the window, looks over to where Froz's window is, and just shouts, "Try communicating!"
Try to communicate.
I don't think he's going to respond to me.
I'm just passing out in the street, running after it.
Okay, so I crack open my window just a little and say hello.
As the hooded figure sinks into the shadow. By the way, Thunk, when you try to run at it, you just go right through the hooded figure. As the
I wonder
hooded
how much we
figure
can sell those rows.
seems to slink into the shadows as an item is left behind in its place.
Wizardry.
Gosh darn ghosts.
Do I see the
Gosh
item?
darn ghost.
Do I see the item?
All 3 items.
Okay, so they left all 3 of us an item.
I pick them all up and I leave. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Thonk, when you go to pick up the items that aren't yours, you feel a searing pain on your hand. And you cannot bring yourself to pick them up.
Ow.
But you can pick up your item just fine, which... Your
I keep
item...
trying the other ones.
Well, your
I just-
item, my friend, seems to be a... stick covered in a strange metal. As if the metal is also rusted a little bit as well.
Australia.
No.
No.
And for Seth's item, you see a kind of rusted work hammer.
Okay, needs some cleaning up. I think I can work with it.
And for Froz, what instruments do you already have?
I for sure have a
What instrument do you want it to be, I should ask?
yeah. You need to just make it the hurdy-gurdy.
Okay.
Because I know I have a citral, which is like kind of like a lute, and ukulele crossed together, and then I have like a little flute.
By the way, for everyone who does not know, because I did not know what a hurdy-gurdy was, I'm going to get you a picture up on screen really quick. That is a hurdy-gurdy. So,
It's the medieval equivalent of an accordion, but it has strings instead of air.
yes, there's a hurdy-gurdy. So,
It is officially my favorite instrument.
so you do see a kind of metallic, but a bit somewhat rusted hurdy-gurdy.
I guess I have to go down in the street and pick it up.
As Thonk tries to pick it up, and Thonk's hand just keeps getting burnt.
I keep saying, ow. And then try again. Ow. Ow.
Alright, as
Then-
Froz...
And Thonk kind of gives up, and he tries to whack something with this stick really, really hard. I whack the nearest thing with the stick.
Well-
Really
Wouldn't that
hard.
be me?
Well, Froz just walked outside.
I don't know, it's movement. I whack something.
So,
Don't
Froz,
hit me with the stick!
Froz, roll a dexterity save.
Wait, how did I get my item?
I make a wide arc like a Beyblade.
Oh,
I start
sorry.
bending.
You didn't get it yet. It's still just lying on the ground.
I got good dexterity, though.
Okay, Thonk, roll a strength save.
I don't have that.
Okay, Thonk has beat you, Froz. As Froz is now knocked out cold by Thonk.
I didn't even get my cool thing.
You do. You picked it up and then Thonk knocked you out.
Okay.
As Prower has witnessed this.
Thonk looks down. It's like, oh, you must have fell. And I pick Froz up and I drag them back up to their room.
Here, I'll go like, hey Thong, you
It's
grab
just no
that
time
hammer for me?
sleeping. I pick up the hammer too, while still having Froz.
You try to pick up the hammer, but your hand gets burnt.
I say, ow. Ow.
Just keep
Ow.
on trying, Thong. I'm going to come on down there and help you.
I try to use Froz's hand while they're unconscious, and I try to grab it with Froz's hand.
So... Prower picks up his hammer. We're just going with that. As soon as Prower touches his hammer, and everyone has been connected with their item, everyone...
Except I'm still out cold.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone else passes out.
Okay,
Right.
good.
Martin,
Would
I'm gonna
join
go on the
me.
street. They're going to steal my gold.
When you guys awaken, you're in what appears to be a council chamber. Although it feels like you guys are ghosts of some sort. As if you aren't really there, but more of witnesses. As everyone sees a strange gnome who has a very definite iron impalement in him, being presented to a council. As then everyone wakes up. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to call it off for tonight's session. Everyone watching live stream, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.